Blessed be everybody, it's time for another series of weekly tarot forecasts, and in this video we are talking all about the week starting May 7th, 2023. But we've got a lot to talk about in this particular video because we've got to, of course, announce our winner of this last week's giveaway. And I also wanted to bring some news up for you all. For those of you who've ever been interested in learning tarot for free from me, well, you can do so on the Integrative Mysticism YouTube channel. I'll leave a link in the down bar below to the first video in my rebooted Practical Tarot Tutor series. And the first installment is already up. It's all about learning the basic meanings of the major Arcana cards, upright and reversed, and getting down to business with psychic predictive work with the tarot. Check that out if you're interested. You can even use it as a reference guide. All of the cards are broken up into chapters. Have fun, and of course, don't forget to subscribe to that channel because it's going to be an ongoing series, more to come. So who won this last week's giveaway? This last week's giveaway winner is Brandy Marie. You get a free 15-minute video report from me, astrology and tarot. Now, I've already reached out to you in the comments on that video, so if you've not checked your alerts on YouTube yet, you might want to go ahead and do that. I've given you instructions on how to get a hold of me and redeem your prize. But congratulations once again. For those of you who would like to enter the weekly giveaway, just go ahead and leave a comment in the down bar below saying you would like to enter into the giveaway and leave your sun sign and your moon sign. That way, the comment picker will know to enter you into the drawing. If, because sometimes people are just saying hi or they want to leave a comment, and, I don't want to maybe have people who want in the comment miss out and have people feel forced to get something that they didn't ask for. So please leave your sun sign and your moon sign in addition to indication that you want in, and good luck, and we'll see what happens this coming week. So what is going on when it comes to this week? Well, this week's big theme, right, the background energy that we are each and all experiencing, in addition to whatever you're going to be seeing with whatever signs forecast you're going to look at as you navigate the chapters below, we've got the Chariot upright. And so this week is going to be incredibly fast-paced, but also one that is fraught with victories, especially when it comes to projects, pursuits, and even long-term path commitments that have been maybe straggling or working against obstructions, interference, and obstacles, because the Chariot card is all about clearing one's roads, but also elevating one into a status of high success, high productivity, and of course, even more fame, acclaim, and prosperity as we go. Pay close attention to what is going on in your life throughout the course of this week. A lot of pursuits that maybe have been sort of straggling, waiting their turn, or standing in line are finally going to be getting the momentum, the backing, the support, and the energy in order to finally blaze forward. The Chariot card upright is also indicating that a lot of unsung opportunities, assets, support systems, and even helpful people are going to be stepping forward for each and all of us to help carry these ventures into new stations and statuses of prominence and prestige. And so we want to be ready to be active. This will demand a bit more active engagement, especially in situations where we may have been a bit more relaxed, a bit more easygoing, a bit more passive. So, make sure you're doing everything you can to keep your energy up, but it is a damn good card and a damn good week ahead. So let's have a look and see what is going on with each individual sign's forecast. Hey there, Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising. It's time to have a look and see what is going on when it comes to your weekly tarot forecast for the week starting May 7th. And this week, your big spiritual theme or your big focus is the Hanged Man upright. And so this is going to be a week where a lot of your attention, a lot of your focus is going to be pulled from matters that have maybe been consuming a lot of your time, a lot of your energy, in other directions. The Hanged Man upright can often show up where certain commitments or engagements that we have to be put on pause to go into a bit of a cocoon or a chrysalis phase, and we are being guided to actually go and nurture and focus on things that are coming up in the world. You may be finding that this week could be a little bit more relaxed, especially when it comes to things that could be very high maintenance or things that could be very time consuming, being taken off your hands for a while, not really going forward and not really, being so demanding. But you are going to want to make sure that you are able to repurpose and redirect your energies and your focus to that which is going to be coming on up, while maybe some other matters are being put on hold for a while. A lot of the times this can happen where maybe an area of our life has kind of taken too much focus or taken too much attention or too much energy or too much of everything, and it's kind of thrown maybe the platform of our life off balance a little bit, and so things are coming back into a much more balanced way. When it comes to your material circumstances, your work, your job, your finances, practical affairs as it relates to your home and family life, you've got the Queen of Wands upright. Prepare for some kind of help to step forward, take you by the hand, and lead you down a brighter road. With the Queen of Wands, we see somebody stepping forward as a savvy leader, but also somebody who is a savvy guide when it comes to navigating some kind of new prosperity or new prestige, new promotional opportunity, or maybe even a higher path when it comes to a career that you have been either engaged in presently or an employment situation that you have been looking to alter a course with. With the Queen of Wands, this can be somebody who shows up as kind of like the brilliant talent manager or the promoter of you. This is an advocate that is coming to help see you achieve the best you can. And you might want to see what advice is coming, what guidance is coming. Open your mind to what this person is proposing, because they may be bringing some things into your life that might seem a bit outlandish, away from proper channels, or just not necessarily what you thought you could do or what was available to you. But when it comes to some kind of professional or financial matter, this is going to be helping level you up in all respects. When it comes to your community, friends, relatives, and other people in your life, you have the King of Swords upright. And the King of Swords is all about problem solving and help coming from somebody stepping into your world to help you finally clear or maybe overcome some puzzle or some complex issue that has had no resolution. With the King of Swords, this could be a friend, again, a relative or an ally, or maybe somebody referred to you, or somebody who has maybe a certain level of expertise or understanding about this matter that maybe you and all presently involved have not had the knowledge or the tools to really handle properly. They could be proposing something that you have been reluctant to consider only because you didn't understand how good it could actually be, or you might be finding that this person is making a proposition or a suggestion of using their own tools, their own abilities to solve this matter for you. When it comes to your challenge this week, you've got the Five of Swords reversed, which is all about solutions, right? The Five of Swords reversed is all about bringing an end to conflict, an end to contests, an end to issues that have been chronic challenges or chronic adversarial circumstances. With the Five of Swords reversed, sometimes, excuse me, we need to let go of a fight. We need to stop trying to finish something or win something and be ready to let there be peace. Perhaps what is happening with the help of the Queen of Wands and the King of Swords is asking you to be ready to drop it, because a better opportunity, a better win is going to be showing up with whatever these matters are. You may also find that you have to release something that has maybe been a negative motivator in your life, right? Sometimes we get motivated to win because we want to show somebody, right? We get motivated by spite, or we get motivated to prove ourselves, or we get motivated to win a battle. But if the battle goes away, if the battle's not relevant anymore, the circumstances aren't applicable to anybody anymore, don't waste any more time. Let that peace actually happen. Is it a good ending? Is it a bad ending? It's a neutral ending now and a better ending later. If you don't let it end, it's never going to end. When it comes to your relationships with love, romance, and partnerships, you have the Page of Wands reversed. And the Page of Wands reversed is indicating the turning aside from some kind of activity or project or pursuit that maybe we have been engaged in when it comes to a romantic or marital priority for some time. Sometimes the Page of Wands reverse can indicate bailing out of something, which can be actually to our advantage. Some of you may be finding that you and a partner are deciding to, leave a path that you have been on. You may also be finding, however, that a project or a pursuit or an investment we're trying to make in the relationship was never really meant for us. It wasn't meant to be, or it's been working against us or even coming between us. And we have to be ready to let go of a battle that we've been fighting so that there can be real peace and, again, change paths. For those of you who are single or available to new people, the Page of Wands reversed is indicating that it is likely that you may be meeting somebody this week that needs to kind of change a path that they are on first, or you need to change a path that you are on first if there is going to be anything possible here. So see what is going on. All factors are not lining up in the beginning, and we need to make sure that we're not doing anything without considering all the details. So that is what I've got for you all. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate it. And should you ever want to get a session with me, you can go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com. Hi there, Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising. It's time to have a look and see what is going on when it comes to your weekly tarot forecast for the week starting May 7th. This week, your big spiritual theme, or your big focus, is the Empress card reversed, which can be a theme that's all about amending our soil, amending our roots, doing some serious root work when it comes to us, our relationships, our career, our family, our home life, pretty much everything. Because when the Empress reversed is in this position, or in this, I guess you could say this area, it tends to focus a lot more on where is it we have been trying to maybe bring about the life we want with tools that are antithetical to what we want. Sometimes amending our roots can indicate going all the way back to the beginning of a certain project, a certain relationship, or even going back to our own roots in a figurative way when it comes to our training, our education, or our family life. But with the Empress reversed, it's about deconditioning. It's about releasing things that could be seen as bad teachings, bad values, bad conditioning, right? Deprogramming everything that we have maybe been working with so that it has a chance. It can be a little bit tough because, when we get into, cultural matters or family matters or even professional matters, not everyone around us is going to be willing to take that kind of deep look at themselves. But you are going to have a chance to get ahead if you do. When it comes to your material circumstances, your work, your job, your finances, practical affairs as it relates to your home and family life, you've got the Ten of Cups reversed. And with the Ten of Cups reversed, there may be some kind of discovery going on this week that is indicating something that you've been working on a financial or professional matter, or even something relating to home and family, has only been maybe appealing in appearances only. Only twice. Extra onlys there. The Ten of Cups reversed is all about things that work really, really hard to create a maybe attractive aesthetic or an appealing aesthetic or surface that ultimately is misdirecting from something that either doesn't exist on the inside or is actually very unhealthy or unbalanced on the inside, right? It's a shallowness that is so thorough it almost looks like depth. Be very careful with this, because for some of you this might be a temptation you need to avoid this week that comes up, and for some of you this may be a revelation of maybe a project, an investment, or a path that we've been on that has been very clearly trying to hide its bad spots, its problematic areas with glitter. When it comes to community, friends, relatives, and other people in your life, you've got the Ace of Swords upright. And it looks like an ally is going to be opening a very important door for you. The Ace of Swords is all about getting the green light, right? It's all about getting a chance to finally move forward, as well as also clear away some kind of obstacle or block that has been maybe hampering the growth of an important area of our life we are looking to see thrive, looking to see prosper and evolve. This could be a gift, or this could be an action taken by another person that is turning a tide in your favor. When it comes to your challenge this week, you've got the Queen of Cups reversed. It's time to take a step back and really look and see, where is it we may have been giving too much good faith to the wrong people or the wrong situations? The Queen of Cups reversed can often show up where we may have been suckered in to a situation because of our own good faith or our own generosity, our own empathy. The Queen of Cups reversed, however, is not an overt manipulator. It's a covert manipulator. This is sort of the career victim, the very immature adult, acting out as the wounded, bratty child. This is the psychic vampire, the energy vampire. This is one who controls from the bottom with webs versus controlling from the top with the crown. Be careful with the Queen of Cups reversed, because we may find that such a situation has been maybe running or maybe corrupting certain things in our lives. It could be a singular person, or it could be a system in place in our world that needs to be gotten rid of. When it comes to your relationships with love, romance, and partnerships, you've got the Hermit upright. And with the Hermit upright, we are seeing, no, you are not going to be solitary this week. Rather, with the Hermit, it may be a time where a lot of you are getting a chance to explore a space in your love life or your intimate life or even your sex life that you have not gotten a chance to explore with a partner, or for those of you who are single or available to new people, possibly somebody new, somebody that you would consider to be away from sort of the common areas of your dating pools or the social world. The Hermit can often show up as a very introverted character, but somebody that actually resonates with you more on the inside versus maybe the way you've learned how to conduct your relationships on the outside. You and a partner may be deciding to take some time away from the hustle and bustle, cloister up a little bit, go on a little bit of a honeymoon period, or even delve into some deeper or more spiritual or philosophical bonding opportunities as well. So that is what I've got for you all. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. You know I appreciate it. And should you ever want to get a session with me, you can go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com. Hey there, Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising. It's time to have a look and see what is going on when it comes to your weekly tarot forecast for the week starting May 7th. This week, your big spiritual theme, your big focus is the Ace of Cups reversed. And so everything this week is all about opening doors that we have been refusing to open and getting into a space where we look at what has been containing us or what we care about, what has been keeping us trapped inside some kind of bubble, blocking free expression of ourselves, communication, or even the flow of abundance, as well as maybe work opportunities, or maybe just tearing down walls when it comes to closeness and intimacy in our bonds. With the Ace of Cups reversed, sometimes we have to look and see where there have been maybe too many boundaries or too many conditions, too many walls put up, or where we need to look and see where people are afraid of closeness or are afraid of vulnerability or afraid of depth, and see what we can do to turn this card right side up. When it comes to your material circumstances, your work, your job, your finances, practical affairs as it relates to your home and family life, you've got the King of Cups upright. This week, you are going to be the recipient of some kind of special favor or some kind of act where somebody is going above and beyond the call of duty to see a victory through for you. With the King of Cups, we often see somebody who takes a very strong personal shine to us, or somebody who resonates with us on a very deep level, sticking their neck out for us, right? Putting their own reputation or putting their own resources, their own status on the line to really lift us up. This could be a really cool new boss, somebody giving us a favor, an important ally, or maybe a collaborator that is pulling off a miracle for us, or maybe even some kind of important gift coming from a family member or a friend. When it comes to your community, friends, relatives, and other people in your life, you've got the Five of Cups upright. And this week, you may be finding that you are getting brought in to help somebody that has been maybe suffering in silence or suffering due to some kind of recent disappointment, hurt, or injury, metaphorically, I'm assuming, but it could be maybe literal, depending on what's going on with them, that they have been sort of trying to tackle on their own. Now, I don't see this as a new loss or a new disappointment for them, but this is something that they have not let people in on. This may also be a time where you are helping somebody build something, put something together that maybe got blown to hell in the past, and you're helping them kind of finally get their chance. And something is in it for you as well, because I'm feeling from this Five of Cups that you are also going to find that helping them is also putting you on a higher path with them. When it comes to your challenge this week, you have the Four of Pentacles reversed. With the Four of Pentacles reversed, it's all about opening up. It's all about letting yourself be transparent with people, being free with how you are communicating, and also dropping anything that you may be holding up for other people that is damaging to you. A lot of the times with the Four of Pentacles, it's about releasing things that we don't need, that are actually taking up space, taking up time, or holding us back. You may be finding that with this Four of Pentacles reversed, juxtaposed to the Ace of Cups reversed, your reality being all about what is going to make other people feel safe or stable or secure with themselves may not necessarily be getting conducted the right way. And with the Four of Pentacles reversed, it's about opening yourself up to receive new blessings, maybe from that King of Cups upright, or maybe even from helping the person with the Five of Cups scenario, but you need to make sure that you actually have hands free to do the work and to receive those blessings. When it comes to your relationships with love, romance, and partnerships, you have the World reversed. And this week, we are getting a chance to go back and do over or start something up in love. For those of you who are single or available to new people, yes, this could even be a do-over when it comes to a relationship opportunity that never quite got off the ground in the past. Or this could be maybe trying on a relationship that was a style that we never got to really explore in the past. It might not be with the same person. Sometimes it will, sometimes it won't. But it's a journey that we never really got out the gate with, that we get a chance to retry. For those of you who are coupled or are married, this could be a sign that you and a partner are deciding that maybe a certain commitment that we have made has not been the road we've wanted to go down, or it is keeping us going in circles. We may choose to undo or do over a process or a chapter or an era in our relationship. However, with the World card reversed, we are also getting a chance to bring something back that we deeply miss from our relationship history, right? Something we wish we never got rid of, something that used to bring us a lot of joy or bring us a lot of excitement, really give us that sense of vitality and exotic, erotic energy in our love lives. That's getting a chance to come back as well. So that is what I've got for you all. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. You know I appreciate it. And should you ever want to get a session with me, you can go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com. Hey there, Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising. It's time to have a look and see what is going on when it comes to your weekly tarot forecast for the week starting May 7th, 2023. This week, your big spiritual theme or your big focus is the Five of Pentacles upright. And with the Five of Pentacles upright, this can be a time where we need to finally accept some help, some offerings, or some assistance that we have not been welcoming into our space. The Five of Pentacles is all about filling a void. It's all about, coping with disappointment or desolation or emptiness, but there is also advice that comes with this card where there is help, there is an alternative to the way you've been carrying on, but it may be getting refused or ignored. And this is a week where we need to finally accept some boons and some assistance and some offerings that have been trying to help us out on the condition that we change our course. You will find that things are actually better than you may think, and you don't have to finish a certain road to a destination just because it's the only road you've known. When it comes to your material circumstances, your work, your job, and your finances, practical affairs as it relates to your home and family life, you've got the Queen of Swords upright. This week, you're going to be finding somebody is going to be helping you to fight or complete some kind of battle as it relates to a professional, financial, or family matter. With the Queen of Swords upright, victory is pretty much assured in your favor. However, you are going to find that this person's approach is going to be very different than yours. They're not interested in processing the emotional and social aspects of the situation because they are well aware that that's wasting time. The Queen of Swords is all about productivity and expedience. They may even be tougher in this situation than you have been, but you probably want to let them be that tough. This is also a time where you may be finding some kind of rule or some kind of ordinance or policy is getting changed that has been unfair, impractical, or unrealistic when it comes to a work or financial situation and is setting something very right and in your favor. When it comes to your community, friends, relatives, and other people in your life, you do have the Tower upright. Now, this is kind of interesting because we're seeing the Tower, which is an explosive transition, right? An era coming to an end. This could be something that is extremely hectic. Somebody's world is getting turned upside down. But because this is in the community area of the spread, I feel like this may be around a shared matter, and it's not happening all to just you and yours. The Tower card upright can indicate a situation that you may be hearing about from a friend or a relative or an ally about something that is going through this explosive shift, and it will have a much more direct impact on you and yours. Sometimes this can be a situation where a certain investment or a certain commitment that we have is going up in smoke. It could, however, also indicate some kind of new road opening up. This could be the end of a period of being stuck or trapped in a circumstance with no end, but as the world opens up, the old world does get turned upside down. So be ready for that. This can be something that is very difficult for this person to deal with, and it may be difficult for you to deal with as well. But with the Tower card upright, this is also something that is not preventable as far as everyone in the situation is concerned. It's one of the few cards in the deck where I, even myself in my own experience, have been like, nobody could have stopped this. So be ready, but also at the same time, make sure that you understand that this is about a phase of life, changing, a wheel turning, and it is time. When it comes to your challenge this week, you've got the Four of Wands upright. In spite of everything we've talked about so far, the Four of Wands is indicating that this week is all about bringing you to a new sense of paradise, a new sense of security and accomplishment as you see yourself in the way your home, your relationships, your family, your friendships, and your own work that you bring to the world exist in said world. You may be finding that you are moving on up in spite of all of the storms going on around you. You may be finding that new secure spaces are getting established. You may even find that there are some graduation moments going on here as well. You want to make sure that you are allowing improvements to occur. You want to make sure that you are allowing things to brighten up and get polished during this period, but it may be distracting with everything going on around you. When it comes to your relationships, With love, romance, and partnerships, you've got the Ten of Swords reversed. And this week we've got a weird bit of news, but it's actually very, very good. The Ten of Swords reversed is all about dodging a bullet. Something that almost seemed bad turning out good, or maybe even escaping from an oppressive situation and moving on to a brighter horizon. And for those of you who are single or are available to new people, this can indicate a situation where some of you may be getting a chance to connect with somebody that you almost didn't have a chance to connect to in the past, or it never got started. The Ten of Swords reversed is indicating it is a better time for this kind of relationship to maybe see what it can do. This can also indicate a situation where those of you who are coupled or are married may be finding that with regards to a relationship matter, a household or marital family matter, something that seemed extremely dire, oppressive, or even threatening to you, your partner, or all involved is getting dissipated during this week. And you're going to have a lot taken off your plate that you didn't know how to get off your plate before. So that is what I've got for you all. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. You know I appreciate it. And should you ever want to get a session with me, you can go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com. Hey there, Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising, and it's time to have a look and see what is going on when it comes to your weekly tarot forecast for the week starting May 7th. And this week, your big spiritual theme or your big focus is the Five of Wands reversed. And so this week is all about quieting the noise. It's about bringing in relaxation and harmony where there may have been chaos, disorganization, and just a lot of hustle and bustle that was getting in the way. With the Five of Wands reversed, you may also be finding situations that you would have seen as either adversarial or maybe just too, let's just say too intense when it comes to the interference that they bring, also starting to break up and disperse away out of your world. It might be a little bit strange to actually kind of wake up, at some point in the middle of the week and realize that you don't have to take on this kind of work or this kind of job or these kinds of engagements anymore, because again, that dispersal is removing a lot of really, again, distracting but also time-consuming matters that it's almost like we're really simplifying and really downsizing things so they can actually work. So be prepared for some quietude, some peace, some harmony, and the relaxation of a lot of really intense business. We see this very much in your material circumstances, your work, your job, your finances, practical affairs as it relates to your home and family life, because the Eight of Swords reversed is indicating freedom from a situation that would just not let go. It would not disappear. This could be a situation that you had been struggling with on a family matter or a financial matter, or maybe even something going on at work as it relates to colleagues, a project that seemed, stuck or overcomplicated, or maybe even a problematic peer, colleague, or client that, or maybe just the type of business you've been attracting or forced to work with has been creating a lot of hell in recent or less recent history. Luckily, with the Eight of Swords reversed, we are released from that obligation, entanglement, and that burden. And this can also indicate also an escape from some kind of financial issue that has been also bunching you up. When it comes to your community, friends, relatives, and other people in your life, you've got the Queen of Pentacles upright. And we do have some kind of special investment coming in you or coming to you from a friend, an investment they are making in you. When it comes to your community, friends, relatives, and other people in your life, you've got the Queen of Pentacles upright. And somebody is going to be making a very generous investment in you. The Queen of Pentacles often shows up when somebody has taken a shine to us or something that we've got going on, and they are dedicating themselves, their hard work, their expertise, and even their own resources to help us flourish in some way. But unlike the other court cards that may be doing something for us, the Queen of Pentacles often recruits themselves to our cause and goes to work with us. This is somebody who enjoys their work. They don't work to take breaks. They love what they do. They like getting their hands dirty. And this could be a friend or a relative or an ally stepping up, but what they're also doing is sprucing something up. With the Queen of Pentacles, you may also be finding that this ally is going to not only be assisting you by, recruiting themselves to your cause, but what's happening with the investment they're making in you is also helping to move up some kind of project or some kind of passion that you have to faster maturity. When it comes to your challenge this week, you've got the High Priestess reversed. And this week, you may need to be ready to correct your thinking or your assessment of some people. The High Priestess reverse can often show up where we have been given a lot of misinformation, bad guidance, disinformation, or we have been maybe gullible or naive in some way. Or it could be that there has been some kind of negative interference in our lives because of people either trying to manipulate us or pretend they know more than they actually do. This can show up in a situation where we may have to challenge what is being brought forth, either from another person, or release an impression of somebody or a situation that we've been holding on to where we may have been wrong. When it comes to your relationships with love, romance, and partnerships, you've got the Six of Pentacles upright. And this week it looks like love is ready to get down to more serious business. The Six of Pentacles is all about relationships becoming more solid because it is now starting to take on more practical priorities and not just the emotional. For those of you who are single or available to new people, this does look like a time where a lot of you are going to be getting a chance to start engaging a more serious relationship opportunity with somebody that has already given the green light. They've already given a yes, or they are now in a position to finally invest, and you are now finally in a position to invest as well. The Six of Pentacles can also indicate a situation where those of you who maybe been playing the field will have an opportunity to make up your mind this week. For those of you who are coupled or are married, the Six of Pentacles upright is indicating that there may be some kind of influx changing the course of this relationship into, going down a completely different track. The Six of Pentacles can show up as an influx of wealth, either coming from your side of things or your partner's side of things, or we may be finding out of some kind of approval, breakthrough, authorization, yes answer to something that we have been waiting on a response from that is giving us the go-ahead to proceed with a new chapter in our relationship, our marriage, or our family. So that is what I've got for you all. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. You know I appreciate it. And should you ever want to get a session with me, you can go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com. Hi there, Virgo. Sun, Moon, and Rising. It's time to have a look and see what is going on when it comes to your weekly tarot forecast for the week starting May 7th. This week, your big spiritual theme or the big focus is the Two of Wands reversed. And this week is going to be about a lot of cleanups and a lot of course corrections, especially when it comes to mistaken situations or maybe miscommunications, false impressions, assumptions, things just kind of getting away from you or going off track because of it being misunderstood or unclear either to you or to other people. A lot of the times the Two of Wands reverse can show up where people are not on the same page, but they think they're on the same page. There is a language barrier in a lot of situations that needs to be cleaned up. Not, even if we're speaking the same language, there might be some miscommunications that are, keeping a project from getting off the ground, or there may be some misunderstandings creating fights or tension in relationships and work matters. With the Two of Wands reversed, everything needs to be clarified. I urge you, do not be vague and do not paraphrase. This is a week where we need to make sure all cards get on the table in all situations and people are able to sort things out and clearly and succinctly. With the Two of Wands reversed, it can be turned right side up, but a lot of cleanup of murky, muddy, cloudy, and overly fluid, confusing situations needs to be done first. When it comes to material circumstances, work, job, finances, practical affairs as it relates to your home and family life, you've got the Devil reversed. Now, interestingly enough, with the Devil card reversed, we actually have a very good week on hand because the Devil reversed is all about the elimination of an adversarial influence, the elimination of a block, a thorn in your side, something that has either become attached to you or your work. You may be noticing that this is actually kind of doing an extermination process on your whole business or your whole office. Or you may be finding that you are getting released or relieved of some kind of financial burden or some kind of financial lock or liability that you were saddled with once in the past. When it comes to your community, friends, relatives, and other people in your life, you've got the I was looking at the Two of Wands again. You've got the Seven of Swords upright. And with the Seven of Swords upright, I'm seeing that it looks like a lot of you may be dealing with a weird situation with a friend or an ally. The Seven of Swords upright juxtaposed that Two of Wands reversed is kind of telling me like, all right, somebody's going to be letting you in on a secret, something they've been keeping from everybody, and they're confiding this in you. This is somebody you care about, but I don't think you're going to like what you're going to hear about what this person's been doing or what their plan is. It might not necessarily be shady or sketchy. It could be, but it's very clear that this is an unstable effort, and they may be trying to ask you or call upon you for help in this matter, or see if you can do something for them. The answer is no, and I feel like maybe this is a situation where you, Virgo, are going to have to set your friend straight on maybe just how not sound this plan or this course of action really is. This might be you saving them from doing something stupid. When it comes to your challenge this week, you've got the Three of Pentacles reversed. This week, sometimes you need to just let communities and groups and teams break up. Sometimes you just need to let things solve themselves after some kind of collapse. The Three of Pentacles reversed can indicate problems in group matters, in team situations, as well as any kind of collaborative efforts that are going nowhere or even hurting themselves. More often than not, this has to do with the wrong people being let in, given the wrong responsibilities, or people taking on the wrong roles and functions. You are going to need to be ready to let certain things fall apart so you can put them back together after the bad apples have left. And remember to be discerning with that process as well. Never trust to appearances. Always make sure to remember that the proof is in the pudding, and that proof is in the flavor of the pudding, not the aesthetic of the pudding. When it comes to your relationships with love, romance, and partnerships, we've got the Nine of Pentacles reversed. And so again, more of this theme of like a social cleanup in order. The Nine of Pentacles reversed can often show up where problems are coming because of something that is a part of a package deal in that situation. Somebody riding coattails, somebody trying to benefit from the merit or the hard work of other people, somebody that may be siphoning resources or opportunities or energy from a situation, somebody that is taking credit that's not theirs. And in relationship matters, I feel like this could be something that has tried to plus one itself into your love life. And this could be a difficult week. You might have to have some sit downs with a partner or a partner-to-be about a problem that has kind of come into our orbit and stayed in our orbit. And how do we get rid of it? Or get rid of the problem at least. This could be a hard talk you have to have with them about a friend or a relative or something they've got going on. Or it could be a hard talk they need to have with you about one of your friends, your relatives, or something you've got going on. So that is what I've got for you all. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. You know I appreciate it. And should you ever want to get a session with me, you can go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com. Hey there, Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising. It's time to have a look and see what is going on when it comes to your weekly tarot forecast for the week starting May 7th. This week, your big spiritual theme, your big focus is the Nine of Cups, reversed, which is indicating that a lot of wishes that you have been waiting to see manifest are going to be manifesting and coming true this week. However, they are going to be coming true in ways that are maybe not what you would consider to be picture perfect. There's a couple of reasons why that might happen with the Nine of Cups reversed. First and foremost, it may just be that wishes are coming true, but not completely, right? We might be kind of working with a, 85 to 90% B plus, A minus kind of grade when it comes to these wishes coming true, which can still be very, very good. But we need to be ready to finish the job, right? Finish things up as we go forward. Another reason things might not be coming true the way we expected could also have to do with the way you made your wish. And you want to be careful with the Nine of Cups reversed, right? It demands spiritual intelligence and maturity. It always talks about, look, how you make the wish matters. How you communicate matters. You are responsible for being a good communicator. People will do what you say. People will grant your wishes, but they're going to be listening to how you put things, not trying to read between the lines and do your own work of communicating your own intentions. When it comes to your material circumstances, your work, your job, your finances, practical affairs as it relates to your home and family life, you've got the moon upright. And this week, there may be something that is put on the table or discovered that you're going to want to take some time investigating. This could be an offer, a proposition, or a presentation of a new job, or maybe a new role, or some kind of new source of revenue, but it's not fully fleshed out yet. And with the moon card upright, it may be something that actually needs to be investigated because appearances can be deceiving with this card. It may not look appealing, it may not look good, but it turns out it's golden and it's a diamond that just has some rough. Or it could be a situation that looks really, really good on the outside, but on the inside, it's actually nothing. So be careful this week when it comes to handling your, your professional life. Some of you may be dodging bullets, and some of you may be finding buried treasure. And this could also apply to stuff that's been going on in recent history. Whatever this matter is, try not to make up your mind until we get closer to the end of the week or beginning of next week if you can. Take your time figuring this out. When it comes to your community, friends, relatives, and other people in your life, you've got the Four of Swords reversed. And this week, you may be getting some kind of fast shift overnight news from a friend or a relative regarding a matter that you are either already joined forces on or something that is going on in their space that is going to directly impact you. This could be something that is a fast granting of a wish that you've put out there because of that Nine of Cups reversed, but it could be a blessing that is coming in a very inconvenient way, and we have to suddenly adjust a lot of our world for it. Or this could be something that they are asking for, or they are requiring some help with that will serve you to get involved in, but again, it kind of throws off our week a little bit. When it comes to your challenge, you've got the Seven of Wands upright. This week is all about you getting on top of things and surmounting challenges that you thought were too big for you to handle. And with the Seven of Wands, you've got to be ready to take action, right? Be the initiator. Be the one who takes control. But do so with grace, not like in an artificially empowered weekend seminar way. With the Seven of Wands upright, I feel like a lot of you are going to be put in positions of authority that are unofficial, but again, very, very powerful. You want to demand extra information about the moon card situation before you make up your mind? You got it. You want to push to finish the job when it comes to these wishes getting granted with the Nine of Cups reversed? You got it. But you've got to make sure that you are not being so passive about what's going on. This is about you taking control. When it comes to your relationships with love, romance, and partnerships, you've got the Justice card upright. And a lot of you Libra people who have maybe been curious about when are we entering a new phase or a new stage in our relationship are going to find that this is the week that really gets things going. The Justice card is all about setting up a long-term crystallized commitment and union. Or for those of you who are already coupled or are married, we are establishing and crystallizing a union or a commitment that is going to change the status and quality of life of our relationship. This could be a time where some of you may be becoming official, where we were not official before. Some of you may be jumping up a status. Everyone's kind of going up a status, it looks like. And a lot of you may also find that a new future for a couple or relationship for you is that your couple, your relationship, is also getting locked in. For those of you who are single or are available to new people, this will be bringing in somebody that is also ready to go that distance. So that is what I've got for you all. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. You know I appreciate it. And should you ever want to get a session with me, you can go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com. Hi there, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising. It's time to have a look and see what is going on when it comes to your weekly tarot forecast for the week starting May 7th. And this week, your big spiritual theme, your big focus is the Page of Pentacles upright, which is all about planting yourself new seeds that are already going to go to work in providing new sources of wealth, abundance, happiness, and security in the short term and in the long term as well. The Page of Pentacles is all about finally getting ideas, dreams, and aspirations into the physical so that they can go to work here and not just be on paper or in our, imagination or in talks. You may be finding that people, groups, and involvements that you have are starting to get very serious about bringing things forth into being. And you may be finding that this is also a time where you are receiving new resources that are going to better equip you for the work you're trying to do. When it comes to your material circumstances themselves, your work, your job, and your finances, practical affairs as it relates to your home and family life, you've got the Ten of Pentacles upright. This week is all about setting you up for the high life or a new, more prosperous, wealthy way that is going to continue beyond just this week and likely be the new normal at work, at home, in family, everywhere. The Ten of Pentacles is all about not a lucky break, but a powerful evolution. This is a time where you may be finding atmospherically and environmentally, when it comes to all matters professional and financial, you are getting lifted up. You could be making a huge score, yes, when it comes to your finances, or this could be a time where a transformation in your work world or your business world is also either officially or unofficially promoting you to have a new consistent level of income that is leaps and bounds above what you've become accustomed to in recent history. This is also a time where some of you may be finding that certain assets, investments, or projects, side hustles, things like that, are also starting to generate and accumulate more value for you than you had slated for this point in time in your life. When it comes to your community, friends, relatives, and other people, you've got the King of Wands upright. And this week you are going to be getting a chance to get hooked up by somebody that is extremely well connected. The King of Wands I've often referred to as the guy with the hookup. This could be somebody that you are coming into contact with for the first time or somebody that you know, but they seem to have procured something that you are looking for. Either they have found the lead, they've found the resource, they've found the person, they've found the place, whatever it is. But with the King of Wands, this hookup is helping to now establish a good strong tie, a good strong tether to whatever this good fortune is. You may also find that the King of Wands is helping you to expand something that has been kept small, either by your own decision or by maybe just circumstance, and helping it to grow to become a lot more prosperous. When it comes to your challenge this week, you've got the Nine of Swords upright. Be careful this week. You may be finding that with all of the good that is going on, you are still going through a bit of anxiety. The Nine of Swords reverse can often show up where we have to face certain fears or insecurities, complexes that we have maybe served instead of clearing when it comes to the way we've been handling ourselves. And we don't want to be getting stage fright. We don't want to necessarily be in a fear of maybe public speaking or receiving help or stepping into a place of newfound wealth and abundance and honoring that fear, because that could really put a hamper on everything that's going on this week. The Nine of Swords reversed is a warning against taking actions to basically calm the nerves that could be creating problems for the good that are, that have nothing to do with your nerves. When it comes to your relationships with love, romance, and partnerships, you've got the Page of Swords upright. And this week, you and a partner may be actually deciding to test out something new when it comes to a relationship matter, a family matter, or a marital matter. The Page of Swords is all about giving something a trial run, right? We're doing a bit of an interview, an investigation, an evaluation, and an experiment. And with the Page of Swords, this could be something that is really enlivening to the relationship or to the household. This could be, just what the doctor ordered when it comes to getting us into a space where we're feeling a lot more intellectually stimulated, better connected, just all of the more secure, but also helped out by our very atmosphere and environment. Take your time and enjoy this process. This doesn't have to necessarily be something permanent. If at the end of the day, we decide, it's too big of a change right away, okay, but let the experiment happen. For those of you who are single or available to new people, much of the same is going on, because you're getting a chance to get to know somebody and establish a strong intellectual rapport with them, while also entertaining a relationship style that could be very, very good for you, but maybe is completely different than what you've seen as far as the way other relationships carry on around you. So that is what I've got for you all. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate it. And should you ever want to get a session with me, you can go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com. Hey there, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. It's time to have a look and see what is going on when it comes to your weekly tarot forecast for the week starting May 7th. This week, your big spiritual theme or your big focus is the Eight of Pentacles upright. And this week is all about you getting souped up. This is all about you getting equipped with all kinds of new training, education, tools, and resources in order to hit a faster stride when it comes to growth, your progression, when it comes to maybe your professional life or a financial goal, as well as giving all areas of your life the treatment, a bit of a scrub down, a bit of a spruce up. However, with the Eight of Pentacles upright, it's also important to pay close attention to where this is going to be demanding certain improvements, maybe even overdue improvements, to get underway. And so there's also a bit of a polishing job, a renovation job being done on your world here as well. When it comes to your material circumstances, your work, your job, your finances, practical affairs as it relates to your home and family life, you've got the Eight of Cups upright. And a lot of you may be getting some kind of invitation to take on a new role, a more competitive pursuit or project, a new job, maybe even a new living situation, but it is going to require you to be ready to make some kind of departure as well from something that could be seen as a comfortable but static normal. A lot of you may be happy to hear about this if you have been looking for a move or a transfer opportunity or some kind of promotion or even a new job. However, for those of you that are not looking for those things, this could also indicate a situation where you are still changing lanes in some profound way. And you are going to need to be ready to take on a new education, new training, and new tools in order to claim this fortune. When it comes to your community, friends, relatives, and other people in your life, you've got the Six of Cups upright. This week you may be in for a bit of a pleasant surprise when it comes to a reunion with a friend or an ally from the past that is also going to be bringing something back to you that you also left in the past. With the Six of Cups, this is a very sweet time. It's a very comforting period, but also something that is quite restorative. Something that's been missing, that has not been able to be replaced, will be restored to you, and it looks like this friend could also be, coming back to stay. And I feel like this is a very, very pleasant reunion. This isn't like a falling out. This could just be something where there was a bit of a distance, right? Time and space, growing apart. Things happen in life, but a reunion on the table nonetheless. When it comes to your challenge this week, you've got the Strength card reversed. This week, you need to pay attention to where certain plans that you have, certain hopes, or even problems that you're trying to solve are not going to be getting solved with a lot of the approaches, the conditioning, the training, or the knowledge that we have going into this week. The Strength card reverse can often indicate where something is out of balance, or something is ungrounded, or there is a loss of control, or it's already too far gone. And we need to be ready to take a different approach because the old ways of trying to solve this or approach this are not applicable and therefore useless. This could be calling back to that Eight of Pentacles upright, seeing where the fixes are going to happen, but when we abandon the way we've gone about fixing problems or confronting problems in our past. Sometimes the Strength card reverse can call attention to a hunger or a need that has not been met in a very, very long time, or a problem that has been sort of left to its own devices, growing bigger than we can handle. Luckily, with that Eight of Pentacles, we get all that we need to be able to handle it properly this week if we wish to take it on, which I think you should. When it comes to your relationships with love, romance, and partnerships, you have the Knight of Wands reversed. And this week, things might be feeling a bit ungrounded in the love department. You may be finding that a partner, you yourself, or maybe even a person of interest, is becoming a bit flighty, a bit scatterbrained, a bit distracted, disorganized. A lot of the times, the Knight of Wands reversed can indicate a need to pause something that we may have going on, not like call everything off and burn it to the ground, but, pause, see why this is happening. What has prompted this behavior? In a new relationship opportunity, or if this is somebody brand new, yeah, it might be a sign that this person isn't as ready for a real mature commitment as they say, right? If they can't control their own, disciplines, if they're kind of all over the place, if it's really flaky, distracted, disorganized, and chaotic, they need more time, or you might need to keep your mind open for a new person. Sometimes we might just find that this has been triggered by something going on in their life, and as soon as that is dealt with, they come back down to earth. Maybe that's the case, but we definitely want to tread lightly this week. For those of you who are coupled or are married, this could be something going on with a partner, or something going on with you or the relationship as a whole. And I feel like with the Knight of Wands reversed, this could be because of some kind of internal crisis. This does not have to be the end of the world, but it does need to be grounded and, again, brought into a new space of order out of chaos. And so you and a partner are going to need to be careful about how you want to collaborate that. So that is what I've got for you all. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. You know I appreciate it. And should you ever want to get a session with me, you can go on into my website. It's integrativemysticism.com. Hey there, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising. It's time to have a look and see what is going on when it comes to your weekly tarot forecast for the week starting May 7th. And this week, your big spiritual theme or your big focus is the Six of Swords upright. And so with the Six of Swords upright, this is a time where you are going to actually be getting taken away from a lot of familiar territories and spaces into brand new ones that are actually a cut above what you've become accustomed to. The Six of Swords is all about movement away from choppy waters to smoother ones, getting to make a very serious but very healing and very advancing transition in your life. However, it is going to require you to be okay with stepping into the unknown. In my Tarot Tutor series, I describe, a different card, but I describe the Fool card, but that can kind of be applicable here. There's always a bit of a message here. Just because something is relatable doesn't necessarily mean it's reliable. And sometimes something that's not relatable can be very reliable. And so you're going to want to be ready to have an open mind with the way things develop this week, because you are moving forward, being carried even in a lot of cases. but it may not be the way or to the destinations you thought you had on your original agenda. They're better. When it comes to your material circumstances, your work, your job, your finances, practical affairs as it relates to your home and family life, you've got the Eight of Wands reversed. And with the Eight of Wands reversed, this can sometimes show up where there is an abrupt halt or slowing down of some kind of project, pursuit, or financial matter because it's not going the way it's supposed to go, or it is maybe piling on a lot of issues really, really quickly, and it needs reassessment. Now, a lot of you may find that this is actually a saving grace, that this is stopping something before it gets out of hand. This is stopping a situation before it's irretrievable. But it will be frustrating or even disappointing at times to be hearing about this. However, with that Six of Swords upright so close by, we're also seeing a better substitute being put on the table with whatever this matter or this opportunity is, and you are urged to keep an open mind about it. When it comes to your community, friends, relatives, and other people in your life, you've got the Emperor upright. And with the Emperor upright, a lot of you are going to find that this week you are going to be having somebody of great power and great authority lend their power to you. Now, they're going to do that in one of two different ways. Either they're going to be making a very important call or taking a very big stand where they are bringing forth something that you want, taking your side in a matter, or commanding a change in a space in your life or a matter in your life that cannot be refuted, or they may be giving that power to you to do with what you want. Either way, a very powerful person is going to be backing you up. This could be something happening in your personal life, your social life, family life, or even something on the job. When it comes to your challenge this week, you've got the Ten of Wands reversed. And this is all about letting go of things that, you may have become accustomed to because you've had them for a long time, but they've already turned on you in some way. Dropping things that are too high maintenance, too expensive, too time consuming, or too limited. Sometimes the Ten of Wands reverse can be a challenge because we think we're supposed to finish what we've started, or we are afraid to let something go because we're waiting on a return on our investment that's never going to come. With the Ten of Wands reversed, take the outs that are given to you this week. You've got help from the Six of Swords. You've got help from the Emperor. You don't need to cling too much, especially when it comes to situations where you are getting burdens taken off your hands if you'll let them go. When it comes to your relationships with love, romance, and partnerships, you've got the Knight of Pentacles upright. And things are becoming quite enterprising in love and romance. A lot of you may be finding that you and a partner or a partner potential are getting a chance to create a new layer of closeness in your relationship by potentially going into business together or committing to some kind of important social, artistic, or creative endeavor that is going to be bringing in a new sense of productivity and achievement into our relationship, into our home, our marriage, or our family. The Knight of Pentacles can show up where a partner is helping to lift us up by actually coming on board, kind of becoming part of our team, or us being welcomed in and taken on to a team that they're on. Or this may be even something we are going into business with together if you'd like to do that. This can also be good news about an influx of money or some kind of big break you or a partner is having financially that is changing a direction that the relationship is headed down. And for those of you who are single or available to new people, a new relationship partner will emerge with more than just being a romantic partner being on the table. This could be a really cool collaborator, teammate, ally. Not just somebody to get together and have a romance with, but somebody we could take on the world with. So that is what I've got for you all. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. You know I appreciate it. And should you ever want to get a session with me, you can go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com. Hi there, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. It's time to have a look and see what is going on when it comes to your weekly tarot forecast for the week starting May 7th. This week, your big spiritual theme or your big focus is the Hierophant upright. And so this week, you may be finding that you are going to be going through sort of an evolution process when it comes to all matters of your world, but it's a complete transformation of lifestyle, training, education, professional status and standing, and relationship status all at the same time. The Hierophant is all about getting a chance to seize many opportunities for advancement. However, we're kind of stepping into almost a whole new world, a whole new us in order to do it. This could be a time where a lot of you are finding that even your environment, whether it's your home environment, your professional environment, the town about you, your business environment, is going through a radical shift that you are going to need to be ready to undertake a lot of new disciplines in order to maybe meet the opportunities that are presented by that change will be. However, with the Hierophant, you are also going to find that this is also bringing a lot of order to places in your world where there may have been a lot of chaos. I also like the Hierophant in this position because you are going to be noticing that all areas of your life, your social life, personal life, professional life, are all getting in sync with your own core value system. When it comes to your material circumstances, your work, your job, your finances, your practical affairs as it relates to your home and family life, you've got the Four of Cups upright. And this week, there may be a golden opportunity getting presented to you that is not going out of its way to be flashy. The Four of Cups upright is indicating some kind of unsung hero, gift, boon, or breakthrough that a lot of other people may have overlooked because they were looking for shiny things, or they may have been judging with superficial or shallow values. However, this could be something that is for you, right? Because if you are the one who has the capacity for depth and seeing beyond the aesthetic, then maybe you could prove how stupid they were. This could be a golden opportunity in terms of a role, or maybe even a bundle of cash, or something that could be a powerful expansion or extension on your own professional profile and influence. Some of you may also be finding a diamond in the rough outside of the workspace that will also be very helpful to you both financially and professionally. When it comes to your community, friends, relatives, and other people in your life, you've got the Star upright. And this week, you are going to find that a friend or an ally is going to be ringing you up or getting a hold of you with some very good news about something that maybe you have confided in them as a personal goal or wish or aspiration that they have been able to go and find a way to bring forth into being. This might be something that you yourself have not put a lot of work in. You've maybe not had a chance to take it all that seriously or again, get the structure set up for it. But they have, or they have found a way to make it so. This is something that will grow and complete itself in stages. We're going to be enjoying a bit of this now and a lot of bit of it later towards the end of the year. But see what you can do to make some room for this. When it comes to your challenge this week, you've got the Three of Cups reversed. And while we have all of this really good stuff going on, you are going to need to know when to deafen yourself to the crowd. The Three of Cups reversed can sometimes show up where we are in a situation where too many voices, opinions, peer pressure, gossip, again, the rabble, have been maybe influencing our decisions overtly or subconsciously. And to me, that kind of shows up most clearly in the Four of Cups upright. You know, you might be finding something of value that other people have not. But if we let other people tell us what's valuable, then we're not going to be able to see what they're too blind to see. And with the Three of Cups reversed, you may be finding that throughout the course of this week, you've got to be willing to kind of trust in your own counsel and maybe step back from too much interference or too much noise coming from the rabble. Of course, trust to the people that you know to be intelligent, insightful, and have a depth to them. And make sure that you are just giving yourself the time and space to work with yourself and work with them. Do not let too much noise from simpler crowds affect you. I'll leave it there. When it comes to your relationships, with love, romance, and partnerships, you have the Magician upright. And this week, you may be finding that something that was maybe a goal or a desire that you and a partner had once set out to accomplish is having all of its pieces come together. The Magician could even be you or your partner finally achieving a seat of power that has long eluded you, whether this is something you've been trying to do for yourselves, your family, your marriage, or your community. I am also seeing with the Magician card upright, a lot of you are going to find a partner is coming into a new kind of, let's say they're hitting a new groove, and they may actually become a lot more engaged and active in things that they've not had the time, the energy, or the resources to entertain. Your whole relationship is going through a bit of a renaissance this week, and a lot of the times with the Magician, there could not only be a celebration of a big achievement going on with them, but perhaps things becoming a lot more adventurous, a lot more wild, a lot more dynamic in our private life as well, right? Because that does affect how we want to maybe perform our love. When it comes to you Aquarius people who are single or available to new people, you are going to be getting a chance to connect with somebody that is also hit this stride. The Magician card upright could indicate somebody that you connect to due to some kind of special interest or talent that you both share. This is somebody who is very accomplished in an area of life that you are very accomplished in, or that you recognize, revere, and admire. And there is a near instant chemistry when it comes to the intellectual and the spiritual rapport you're going to be able to connect to with this person, right? We're getting a chance to have, again, depth in a relationship that touches us in parts of ourselves that are not necessarily just governed by our drives, but, again, the intellectual, the spiritual, the philosophical, all around a really, really cool connection. So that is what I've got for you all. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate it. And should you ever wish to get a session with me, you can go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com. Hey there, Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising. It's time to have a look and see what is going on when it comes to your weekly tarot forecast for the week starting May 7th. This week, your big spiritual theme, your big focus is the Lovers reversed. And so this is a week where a lot of attention is going to be getting called to entanglements, connections, collaborations, partnerships, and alliances that are maybe damaging themselves or hurting themselves in some way. A lot of the times the Lovers card reversed, if it's not between people, it could also be talking about arrangements, contracts, agreements, and things like that, even things that have maybe been with us for a long time. The good news is with the Lovers card reversed is we're also seeing an opportunity for clearing and release from ties that bind, that continue to weigh us down. However, you may be in for a week of some ups and downs with this as well. The Lovers card reverse can also indicate a parting of ways, especially when it comes to situations where you have been dragged down paths or roads that you did not want to be on. And this can even show up in professional capacities as well as social ones. So be ready. You're getting a chance to finally have your life back under your control and going your own way, but there may be some severances and detachments that also need to occur as that does. So what is going on when it comes to your material circumstances? Well, you've got the Sun reversed. And the Sun card reversed is indicating here, when it comes to work and finances and even your home life and practical affairs, we've got some kind of fix going on to a long-standing issue in this area. The Sun card reversed is still all about happiness, joy, success, elation, and even a great deal of healing and amending of things that had gone wrong in the past. However, the Sun card reversed is presenting a blessed solution that may be getting blocked in some way. Other parties, people even on our own team, may be refusing a solution to a chronic issue. Maybe they don't want to let go of a bad situation, or they are not willing to let something get repaired or get purged. With the Sun card reversed, though, that doesn't have to be your fate. With this card, you are going to find that there is some kind of escape that is also going to be very profitable being put on the table for you. And you may also find that a situation in your life that was once blocked or marred by external interference is also getting repaired. When it comes to your community, friends, relatives, and other people in your life, you've got the Knight of Swords upright. And it looks like a friend or an ally is going to be jumping into the fray on your behalf in a situation where maybe you have been shorthanded with help or you have not been available to help in some way. The Knight of Swords always shows up when somebody wants to help us fight a battle. This could be a friend or an ally that has fought battles with and for us before, or this is somebody who maybe has been fighting a battle behind the scenes with and for us, but now everything is kind of open and we're now joining forces together in a much more open way. A lot of you may also find with the Knight of Swords that this person is going to be helping you to eliminate something that maybe you didn't think you could get rid of at this point, or maybe it's something that a problem that you didn't know how to solve, or a problem that you did not think could be solved any other way. Pay attention to the help you're getting with the Knight of Swords upright, because again, this is happening for you, and this is something that's going to do you a lot of good. When it comes to your challenge this week, you've got the Wheel of Fortune reversed. This week, Pisces, you are cautioned against being way too passive and hands-off when it comes to things that need your engagement, your involvement. You need to get hands-on. The Wheel of Fortune reverse can often show up when consequences for being too lackadaisical, too hands-off, or maybe surrendering too much to other people or to spirit or whatever is creating more problems, and those problems will manifest as such. With the Wheel of Fortune reverse, things that maybe we have kind of left alone for too long, not checked in on or engaged with, are going to be showing some serious issues if we keep this up. And so, don't just surrender the situation to the Knight of Swords, and don't be too passive and hope that the Sun reversed situation fixes itself regardless of what's going on. Make sure that you are in a space where you are participating this week, okay? Trust yourself to be engaged. A lot of the times I used to say with the Wheel of Fortune reversed, when the Wheel of Fortune is upright, surrender it to Spirit, let Spirit take the wheel. When the Wheel of Fortune is reversed, you have the steering wheel. You're the one who needs to drive. When it comes to your relationships with love, romance, and partnerships, you've got the Six of Wands upright. Things are going beautifully in love and romance. A partnership or maybe a potential partnership is hitting a perfect stride. The Six of Wands is all about victory, acclaim, celebration, recreation, and enjoyment of all things around some kind of major transcendent moment or transcending some kind of era. You may be finding that you are sharing in some kind of big score that a partner is making, or you are each celebrating the rewards or reaping the rewards of a long-term road that we have been on together, maybe even profiting in some way, whether it is money or it is some kind of breakthrough in another sense. A lot of you may also be finding with the Six of Wands, something is getting conquered this week that has been a chronic hindrance or even a thorn in the side or even a point of controversy and contention in a relationship. For those of you who are single or available to new people, the Six of Wands upright is indicating that you are meeting somebody or finally connecting with somebody that is also hitting this stride, and we are getting down to business and having the very same kind of experience together. So that is what I've got for you all. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. You know I appreciate it. And should you ever want to get a session with me, you can go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com.